in the house, baby. What's going on? We're here another Monday, another Friday for us. We are pressed for time, as always. But I will always be Benny Rose, and my buddy over there, always Tyler Nethers.
That's right, man. Until I change my name to
Right?
something
Well, I
cool.
technically changed mine to Benny on a Thorn Rose. So, a lot of people don't know that that's not my real last name. And there's funny stories with that. But we won't get into that today. We'll save that for another time.
Yeah, that's its own
Today is
episode.
exactly, and it's chock full of funny things at my expense. But today will be a very casual show. We don't have a special guest today, and that's okay because that's something that we definitely strive to do as much as we can. But it's really, the core of this started with Tyler and I talking about the things we love and the balance of being dads and you know the time of doing work for music and games and all that stuff. And yeah, so we'll talk about maybe some current events, maybe what we're playing, some stuff in the summer, game wise, movie wise,
Yeah.
and we just take it from there. What do you
I
think?
will say, Benny, you are my special guest always.
Oh, my buddy.
That's
My
right.
buddy.
Well,
Absolutely.
that'll be this episode. Press for Time, episode 19, with special guest Benny Rose.
People be like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, what is this? What's
Guys
happening?
on every episode.
Yep.
Then you get that one person on Twitter. You're gonna have somebody different on the show, or you're gonna have the same face all the time.
The same guy, yeah. Hey, you're not on every episode. There is one episode that you're not in.
True story.
So you could be the special guest.
The return.
The return of Benny Rose. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So speaking of pressed for time and having responsibilities, as everybody knows, I have a very large puppy, very large 9-month-old German Shepherd, and my 3 kids. And my wife and I were like, you know what? We're not quite busy enough. Like, there's not enough stuff to really take up all of our time. So we decided to get another puppy. And we'll see if I can get the camera without breaking it. You guys can see my nasty setup over here, but ooh, look at him.
Little Poochie
Look at the little sleeping baby. He was sleeping in his crate, but he didn't want to do that anymore. So he came to sleep with Dad while we did our podcast. Oh my God. Let's see if I can get the camera back where it belongs.
I don't know. I don't know if that's doable.
Ooh.
Oh,
all right.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And you always have this aura about you, this Louisianan aura.
Dude, it is a million fucking degrees right now. It is. So I have 2 AC units, one that runs the downstairs, one that runs the upstairs. And they both monitor the humidity inside my house. My downstairs is 60% humidity inside right now. My upstairs, 83%. It is fucking hot. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah,
it is a bad week.
Puddle. You're making me sweat.
Dude, it's a bad fucking week right now. Like, I mean, this is pretty, I guess, typical for like this time of year, but we had like some crazy thunderstorms that came through and just soaked everything. So now I shit you not, it's 99% humidity outside. You step out and you're just wet. It's just like, ooh, the fuck. Yeah. So like fucking nasty. Yeah, man, it does. It takes your breath away. So when I flew back from Ohio, because I flew to Ohio. Everybody knows I flew to Ohio to get a tattoo the other day. Then when I flew back, I got off the plane and stepped out of the airport, and it just took all the breath out of my lungs. I was like, fucking goddamn, it's so hot. It's so humid.
It's crazy.
It really doesn't bother me too terribly bad, except for like trying to sleep last night. I cranked the AC down to 66 and I was still sweating because it's so fucking humid. So I'm gonna take everybody knows I've got my ball fan that sits under my desk and blows to keep me from getting swamp ass.
Everybody knows about that.
Everybody knows about the ball fan. Everybody knows. I talked about the ball fan.
I don't.
Pretty sure. So. I'm pretty sure I talked about the ball fan.
Probably wiped it from my memory.
Yeah. So I've got my little Honeywell ball fan that sits under my desk and blows to keep me from getting swamp ass in this leather chair. Because nobody wants swamp ass. Oh yeah, it does. The ball blower.
Yeah, one day we're gonna be on a show and you're just gonna hear vimp, vimp. I don't know if the isolation is blocking the slap.
It is, yes. It is.
Tap, 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 tap,
tap, tap. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Oh man. Because you imagine it, you hear the
Yes. But anyway, I'm gonna take it out from under my desk tonight and probably put it on my end table to just blow on me tonight while I'm sleeping. It's too hot, man.
Nothing wrong with blowing all day.
Yeah. Dude, it's so bad. And it's worse with the puppies. So, like, every couple hours, the puppy wakes up and needs to go outside and go pee. And I get up because Jennifer works. So, I'm the one that's going to get up with the dog. That's just part of being the
Yeah,
stay-at-home parent.
right.
So I get up and take his little ass outside and, step out into because even at night it's 85 degrees and 90% humidity. So we step out into the fucking jungle. He goes pee and I have to come back inside and try to get back into bed. And it's just, ugh,
Gross. You feel gross by the time
dude,
you get back.
shower 3 fucking times a day. Good thing we got that soft water. It's not drying my skin out, but
No, I hear that.
mm-mm.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas, but I have been spoiled only 2 times in my life. Once when I was a kid for some reason. My family took me to Vegas, which, can't imagine a kid enjoying Vegas, right?
No.
But and then Jess and I went like right before we had Xander. And when we walked out of that, airport, it was hot. It was like 101, but you can breathe because there's
Yeah.
like next to no humidity. I
Mm-hmm.
said, is this what it feels like to have like a nice, awesome hot temperature and not die from it?
Yeah, that dry
It's,
heat.
yeah, like I'll take that over anything. Because even here, the humidity gets gross, man.
Yeah.
The worst is like in the summer, if you're driving and it's so hot with the humidity, you open the window and it's just slapping the shit out of you with just hot
Yeah,
air.
dude.
It's brutal.
I can't wear my glasses. So like
Oh, I can
if I
imagine.
if
It's
I'm
hard,
inside
right?
and I step out, it's just whomp. It's like Jesus Christ, man.
They don't have anything like a film you could put on there. I feel like
I
they
don't think
do.
so. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe I opted not to buy that when I got my glasses because I'm a cheap
No, I think
bastard.
you.
But
I think you might be able to.
like a
I
spray
think you
thing,
might be able to get a spray, rub it on there, and I think it might help with the defog. The reason I say that
maybe.
is because during the Stan's favorite part of the show, in the days of the pandemic when everybody was masking, that was a big concern for people that were wearing glasses.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
didn't
you
wear my
breathe in.
glasses. I just stopped wearing glasses for 2 years. I was like, fuck it. I don't need to see that bad. It's so obnoxious, man.
But yeah, there was definitely stuff that was made because I was considering it for just my sunglasses.
Yeah.
Like when I wanted to wear them in the winter and the summer and stuff. But hey, we could always look into that. If anybody knows, send it our way. Let us
Yeah,
know.
drop it in the comments. Let me know what kind of spray I can use to keep my glasses from fogging up. Because I have prescription sunglasses too, but
Yeah, no,
they're
that's
just
cool.
outside.
We'll look into it.
Shit,
All
yeah,
right, so we know you're playing Diablo, and we know I'm
yeah,
playing Tears of the Kingdom. That's pretty much all we've been doing, right, in the game
yeah.
world.
Just nonstop Diablo, man. It's so good, so fucking good. I cannot sing its praises highly enough. And I'm not
Yeah,
even in the end game yet.
I was considering picking it up because Target has a deal this week. Buy two get one free, and I had 3 games. I was like, all right, these will work. And of course, 2 of the 3 games are not part of the list
Of
that
course they
they
are.
don't disclose. But
Right.
there's like if you look at the ad, it
Yeah.
doesn't say select titles. But
Yeah, you would have to get it on
I don't
console
want to
though,
be a
right?
Kevin. Yeah, you play on PC. I wouldn't. And my PC will catch fire.
No, I
Literally
know, but
depths of
like
hell.
I am not a, what's the subreddit? The PC Master Race or whatever. Like
No,
I
but
am
you
not.
prefer when we
I do, but I will say I I don't know how anybody plays Diablo on console. Like that's such a
I've also
difficult.
never played them. So
Yeah, so you'd be doubly, I think, doubly fucked. I don't know. I don't want to like talk you
is it
out
a
of
keyboard mouse
playing
type
it. It's
game?
a
Is that the
keyboard and
reason?
mouse game. Absolutely.
Got it.
Like, I mean, people play it on console and love it. I could not. There's absolutely no way. I have
Is there
thousands of
just a lot
hours into
going on?
Diablo,
Is
a
that the
lot
problem?
going on, and you need like I don't know, you need the precision of being able to use a keyboard and mouse. I feel like trying to play it on a console or even with a controller on a PC would be miserable. I could
So
be
let me
wrong.
ask you, like,
So in the
educate me,
comments,
educate
tell
me.
us tell
Yeah.
us why I'm wrong because I very well might be. I just can't imagine trying to do it. We'll have to ask Dustin offline because he's playing it too. I think he's actually further than I am right now. Um,
Okay.
but he's been playing it. See if he's playing on console or on PC, and if he's playing on console, he's probably using a controller. So we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, educate me on the premise of because like I guess when I think about a game like that, from just visual aesthetic, how it's laid out and stuff like that, I think like an MMO style of controls, where
Kind
you're
of,
having a keyboard, having an overlay, and like there's just a lot of stuff, and it's not really just about controlling the character. Is that the case here?
kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not an MMO; it's an ARPG, so like an action RPG, but it's top down ish, kind of a canted
Yeah,
top
like
down
profile
deal.
kind of angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's like
and
the Ultimate Alliance type games
kind
that I
of,
could reference as far as
kind
the
of.
view goes.
Yeah. 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 So, and then yeah, you've got your abilities that are keyed to your number keys. And I have with my mouse. I can't lift the mouse up into the camera, but I've got a Logitech G501 or whatever the fuck, and it's got the buttons. So I have all my abilities hotkeyed to my mouse, and then you
I could
move.
show you my mouse.
Jesus Christ,
I don't have any. Look, it gets worse.
dude, we're gonna build you a PC.
One day,
We're gonna
not a
build you a
priority.
PC. It's priority. Once we get some of those big sponsorship monies, companies sponsor us and get Benny a new PC.
I mean, look, I have to be grateful and be thankful when
Oh yeah, eWin's great, man. They've squared us away several times. Shout outs to eWin for their chairs and their desk. Aver Media for sending over capture cards and sponsoring the show when we first started back in the day when it wasn't even really a good show. They sponsored us. Shout
very
out to
grateful.
Loop Deck for sending us everything we need to run like streams and stuff like that. And then shout out to Redacted for sending me over Redacted that I am currently working on.
That's amazing.
Yes, yes.
And you know what? I'm gonna if we're in the shout out mode. I mean, I love doing it because at the end of the day, we're all about being appreciative and thankful.
Oh yeah,
So
man.
I haven't spoken about it a lot recently, but I'll bring it up because I use it every day.
Oh, your squishy
Valari,
pillow.
very
Yes.
love it, love it. This is my sanity pillow for the sake of gaming, for the sake of just chilling on my red chair that it matches with perfectly. Um, a lot of people call it a pregnancy pillow. I mean, I am on my third trimester. You have seen me. I'm not a small guy. So, when I reached out to Valari, and the first thing I said is, "Do you make them for bears or just people?" And she's like, and the contact was, "No, you don't have to wrap it. You don't have to click it." I'm like, "Oh, that's all I needed to know. Thanks."
It's
I
not
could
a
have it
seat
on. I,
belt.
I could have it on a corner of my stomach and pretend that it makes it around. Because I mean,
You
realistically,
can
it's meant
rest it
for your
rest it on the
hands and stuff.
built-in pillow.
Well, look, I'll think about the fact that when I played, now I'm thinking it in perspective. When I play, I have my hands on my freaking stomach. So it does me a lot of favors. So it makes me wonder if I lost weight, if the pillow would not be as good,
I don't
for
know.
me. Because
Yeah,
it's
because
like,
I
then I'll be
sit.
all the way down by my balls
Yeah, well,
playing
so that's where
eventually.
I sit. That's so if I'm sitting and using a
Well, we're
controller.
exact opposites in body types. That
Well,
makes sense.
I know, but like,
You're playing by your ball fan.
yeah, exactly. It keeps my controller cool because I've got these fucking long ass ape hangers, man. So
True,
I
true.
just sit. I sit it's like a triangle. My arms, my elbows are kind of canted out to the side, and the controller sits between my knees when I'm playing. And I
Got it.
kind of sit because I can sit straight up and do that
Yeah, I
because my
don't do
arms are
that
long
either.
enough. It doesn't fuck with me.
Yeah, we are literally opposites. I am sitting there lanky, like I'm pretty much dying on my deathbed kind of comfort.
Nice.
Like just like, and I do. It's funny because I catch myself at my office for work, and I catch myself, and I'm like, I realize like how bad I sit at work
Yeah.
because of just how my layout is. But my chair is really low, and I have everything kind of high, which is very different than here. Everything's a little more level. And I caught myself the other day. I'm like, oh, this is how I work, and it's just hilarious. I'm
You
like,
look like that fucking
I
guy.
am
You look like the
I'm
WoW
so
guy in South Park.
I would, unfortunately, I'd have to agree, and then I'd be like, taking the
Yeah, yeah,
flicking the crumbs off and
flicking the
shit.
crumbs off, licking your Cheeto fingers.
Oh God,
God
send
bless,
help,
man.
send help. No, God
Oh,
bless nothing. But anyway, This bad
Jesus.
mood dude loves his Valari all day, every day. And I
Amazing.
hope that I can lose weight one day and it still be awesome. Because then maybe I can click it behind me that I wear it like a life preserver.
Amazing.
Uh, so great segue. I love it. Let's dive into something else. Let's talk about
Something
summer
else.
movies.
Oh,
We got so many
yes.
movies this
We got
summer.
so many movies. So we will
What
not
if
spoil. So people are
right?
being fucking pieces of shit, okay, on Twitter. And
Oh well,
I don't care
Twitter's
about The
always
Flash.
full of.
Listen, The Flash is going to be a bad movie. Sorry. It's going to be bad. It's a bad movie. It's a weird corporate product that shouldn't exist. Ezra Miller is a damn criminal and like shouldn't still be in the movie. They fucked up everything about this movie. Okay. So, like going into it, I already know that's going to be terrible, but people are spoiling like what are
The whole movie.
supposed to be the big, huge reveals and the
Right.
cameos,
But that's
which
no different than
are
any
incredibly
other
fucked up.
freaking movie on
I know,
Twitter.
but this one's worse, man. This one's worse. This is the first time that I've had people that are like specifically tagging people that haven't seen the movie with
Right.
screenshots of some of the fucked up cameos. Okay. So if you already know what I'm talking about, terrible, absolutely heinous. Warner Brothers, fuck you. That's terrible, absolutely awful. But people shouldn't be spoiling it on Twitter before the movie's even out. Like I
Because
don't care.
you want to be able to say that in the theater, right?
Exactly.
Because you
I
want to be
want
able to
to,
flip the bird yourself.
yeah, I want to be able to throw something at the screen because, dude, that's fucked. That pissed me off. I don't know if you can tell, but
A little bit, and I guess that won't be a part of the topic that we'll have. Because I mean, I might have saw it yesterday, and clearly we don't like to talk about movies when only one of us has seen it.
oh, you saw the
And
Flash?
oh, I did. I saw
Okay,
it yesterday.
so we'll talk
So
offline then.
yeah, yeah. I mean, again, it's it's a very interesting topic because I feel like the world is going to be divided 100% because it's really a dangerous game. And that's this is
Yeah,
not my perspective. We're not going to review the movie here. I just feel like
no,
I need to say certain aspects because as we know, the movie's been in limbo for so long. And most movies that fall under that, they're in their deathbed.
yeah.
Just get it out there, get it over with. Let's move on with our
Try
lives.
to recoup some of our cost, and they're done. Like they
Right,
know they're done. This is the last gasp of the previous DCU,
right.
and now it's going to be totally different. Like none of it matters. None. That's such a weird place to be. Going to see a
No, I
movie
have
in a
to agree.
franchise, knowing that none of it matters going forward.
But see, that's where I feel that a lot of us have that perspective until you see the movie. And I'll tell you that I had felt the same way until I saw it.
Okay.
That's not justifying my like opinion being like greatly for it or greatly against it. My
No.
perspective
Yeah.
definitely changed from the movie's standpoint. But again,
And I
we're
haven't
at
seen it.
such a
You
yeah,
know, like
we're at a pinnacle in life where we deal with so much bullshit in the world of, you know, ink I used to call this on all my if you remember back in the day, I used to do my Neon Arcadia motivational posts and stuff.
yeah.
I used to talk about something I call inconsistently consistent.
Right.
All right. And that is such a big part of things I see in my life. And I see the world going through it and we don't talk about it. So being inconsistently consistent from my perspective, I don't know if there's a real definition for it. I feel like put that in my mind and that's where it's been. You have a life, you have a situation that things happen, shit changes, it happens to different people, it happens different ways, there's different repercussions, there's different accountability, and it's never the same. So I don't want to go into a deep dive, but I really need to reference the fact that Ezra Miller is what we're talking about really when it comes to the forefront of the Flash, right? The part that makes everybody uncomfortable, right? The fact that we know what we know, very important, what we know from the media, that's all we know. We don't know if it's true or not, and I'm not going to say my thoughts on that, but we understand that this person is not a good person. They haven't been doing good things to other people, and in turn has created a persona for him for the world of social media and the world itself. In most thought processes, I would see for the sense of mental compliance, why would I support anything that puts somebody like that in the forefront? Right? 100%. But then you think about, that other flip side where that's where the divide is of, but he's not the only one in the movie. I understand that it's the Flash movie. The fact that the movie was made, pretty much done before those allegations really came into play. But you have so much involved, so much invested outside of the money aspect. Okay. We're talking the actors, the workers. But then we have a movie like Batgirl that didn't see the light of day because Warner Brothers felt that it was not financially feasible to release, and they wanted to find a way to help on their taxes and not to
Right.
get charged for the money they invested.
Exactly.
But there's nobody to be held accountable because there wasn't a bad product and there wasn't a bad person per se. Their
Yeah.
perspective was, this is what we chose. This is probably what we shouldn't have chose. My bad. Can I have my money back?
So my problem with Warner Brothers runs way deeper. Like, it's not just Ezra Miller. So like,
Well, that's just
um,
obviously, I'm just bringing that up
no,
as
no, I
that's where
know,
the
but
forefront is now.
I'm big on like separating the art from the artist.
Okay.
Um, there are lots of terrible people that make great art, and
Unfortunately,
yeah, so there
that's a
is
bit
the line.
bittersweet.
It is. There's the line of, do I support this person? And by all accounts, again, we know nothing. I don't know Ezra Miller. They are getting all the help that they could possibly need, and they seem to be working towards something better. So good,
Redemption.
good for
Yes.
them.
Right.
Great. But on the flip side of that, like, I'm not going to not see the movie just because they are the star. But at the same time, Warner Brothers has just been so nonchalant with it after their treatment of Ray Fisher, who came out and was like, hey, there were massive problems on the set of Justice League. I had problems with Joss Whedon. I had problems with Walter Hamada. I was discriminated against. There was all kinds of bad stuff that happened. And instead of any, I understand they did their own investigation and all that. I have no knowledge of any of these situations outside of what we're told. So
Right.
I could be totally fucking wrong. But the perception is Ray Fisher was abused on set. When he brought it to light, he was swept under the rug. Ezra Miller abused other people. And when that was brought to light, Warner Brothers swept that under the rug. So Warner Brothers continues to support them and not Ray Fisher, but continues to put Cyborg in all their marketing and stuff. Like, when the DC logo runs, that's Ray Fisher's Cyborg. Like, that's his model. So it's like
This also
the
goes back to throwback to, what I'm going to say, right? The machine.
yeah. No, I get it, but like,
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it's just funny how it all comes back to that because
yeah.
at the end of the day, they own the character. They could do whatever the hell they want. And that's unfortunate for a situation and situations like this.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's
I
really tough.
I don't expect them to scrap the movie. I didn't expect Warner Brothers to be like, you know what, the Flash movie's not coming out anymore because Ezra Miller's a criminal and doing all this fucked up shit. But I did expect them to not have them at the forefront at the premiere. I didn't expect Warner Brothers to parade them through, like,
I mean, I will defend in the sense of almost all of the marketing is revolved around Michael Keaton.
I know.
Even though the movie's called The Flash, you don't really see him anywhere. So I think they're playing like devil's advocate to try to show for compliance
I don't
that they're
know.
doing their part. But again, it's one of those things. It's like,
It's
shit, we
just
have such a
scummy.
great
It just
product in
it
their minds.
it
Yeah,
feels
no, I get
scummy.
it.
I don't like it. It just
I
makes my
agree.
skin crawl.
I agree. And and I definitely feel that's kind of the vibes I got watching it. Like I almost felt dirty watching the movie, and I felt irresponsible. But again, as a fan of the comics and a fan of the story and the fan of, unfortunately, I think in many cases, for people to feel the way we feel about that situation, the reason that people are still going is for one reason and one reason and all. And you know what that is, right?
I don't know.
Michael Keaton.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Even
How
that
do you,
though.
how do, but I'm just saying, like, for somebody that grew up with that character. You know,
I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired
no,
of
no, I get it. It's
building a
been a lot of
movie,
bullshit.
building. Well, not even that. Like I didn't approve of bringing Michael Keaton back in the first place.
Yeah, no,
Like that's
I didn't think it was
stupid.
necessary. Yeah,
Not necessary. Build a whole movie around just I'm tired of the nostalgia. We're falling off the cliff here, but I'm fucking tired of it, man. I didn't want Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton's Batman, but I didn't need Michael Keaton to come back and be
you didn't need him
Batman
again.
in the
Yeah,
Flash, and I certainly didn't fucking need the cameos.
yeah. We'll talk about that offline.
Oh, I'm so mad. It makes my skin crawl. It's fucking gross. But anyway, let's continue on. The Flash is not, thankfully, the only movie coming out this fucking summer.
Well, and then there's another one that we won't talk about because then you're just gonna bring your hate out again.
What's that? Oh, Spider-Verse?
See, I didn't even have
Fucking
to say
stupid ass bullshit. Sorry, I'm
That's funny.
taking pictures of my baby dog to send to my wife. Because she's out with the big dog so that he wouldn't be attacking the baby while we were trying to do the show. Oh, hi, little buddy.
And then I have my puppy dog over here.
Uh-huh.
Can you say woof woof, hi hi? What do you need? I'm almost done. And what'd you think? Yeah, tell Tyler what you watched. Which one?
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
He said, "Did you like it?"
Yes.
Cool, buddy. All right, I'll come see you in a little while. All right. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so we could talk about that one. Did you end up getting to go see that? Rise of the Beasts? Can we talk
No,
about that
not
one or
yet.
no?
I haven't gotten to it yet. No, man. I know. Sorry, bro.
Nah, don't be sorry. I get it. I get it. You know, as some of the fans of the show, friends of the show, like to tell me, Benny's living his best life because I find time to go to the movies. So somehow that's me living my best
I used
life.
to, man. Before we moved down here, I had the AMC A list, and I would go every single week. Every single week, I went and saw a movie. I don't have that option down here. I have to pay for my movies again, and it's like,
Yeah,
and we have a
'cause
lot more
you
going
don't have
on.
any of those, right? You don't have Cinemark either, right?
No, not anywhere close. So I have an AMC, but it's like 45 minutes away.
Yeah,
Not driving 45 minutes. No. So I
yeah,
do have
so
a
you
theater.
local...
I do, but even that's almost 20 minutes away.
Got it.
And yeah, it's the Grand. It's like the Grand Theater or something. So there's
Yeah, it's
no
definitely like a
membership.
mom-and-pop
There's
shop. Yeah.
kind of. I mean, there's a bunch of them down here. Like the one that I go to is number 16.
Okay.
So there's
It's
quite
like
a few.
maybe a franchise for
Yeah, a
region
smaller
type of thing.
chain. Yes, like a regional chain.
Okay. No, that
But
makes sense.
so I try to go see what I can, and I will be going and catching some of the big stuff this summer for sure.
Well, I can't see you not seeing Oppenheimer, right?
I already have my tickets.
Yeah, see.
Oh yeah, I already bought my tickets for Oppenheimer. It's dead center in the Christopher Nolan spot.
As we talk
Opening night,
Amazing.
first showing in my city. I am there in IMAX. I'm so excited.
You better bring an extra pair of underwear.
Oh yeah, buddy.
That explosion is definitely gonna rip your pants.
I know. So excited.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes, so excited. Yeah, I truly don't remember the last. I don't think I've been that excited for a movie since Return of the King.
Okay.
And that's not hyperbole. Like,
no, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, me, it's always like I try to get hyped for something, but I feel like, I haven't really had the excitement since Endgame.
Yeah. Endgame was big.
For me, it was because of I know a lot of people like to say, it's not great to love a movie for nostalgia because we just had that talk.
Yeah.
But for me, based on what you guys know about me now, growing up in a comic book shop is very hard to not and be older and be
that's different though.
Emotional person.
That's nostalgic for the characters, not for the actor.
Well, yeah, no, of course. It almost never
it's not
is for the
it's
actor.
it's not nostalgia to like the new Batman, but it's preying on nostalgia, bringing Michael Keaton back to be Batman.
Right.
In a not Michael Keaton Batman movie.
Well, for me, it was more of like, just reminiscing on that version of Batman that
I got you
to be played by him. It's a great.
I got you. So that's what I'm saying though. Like if they had made a Batman movie and they were like, "Hey, we're bringing Michael Keaton back," and it's Michael Keaton as Batman, 30 years later, it's old man Batman. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's
like that, like
One,
a
there's
Batman Beyond
precedent.
kind of
Yes,
aspect.
there's precedent. There are comics for this, and then it would make sense to have Michael Keaton back. Like, yes, that is not just preying on nostalgia anymore. That's, hey,
Right.
you had this Batman 30 years ago. Here he is now with what's going on. But my understanding, having not seen The Flash, which we've come back to, it seems, is that that's not what this movie is.
I won't get into it. We could talk
Yep.
about it offline
Yep.
because
Yep.
again, we
Yep.
don't want to. It's literally fresh in everybody's mind. But I
Well, it's
will
great.
say
It
that
should come to
it's
Max streaming service here in
it's
like
all
three
of its
weeks.
own thing. You know,
Yeah.
I doubt
Yeah.
that.
I know. I know. But it'll be there soon enough. It's where I watched
But
Black Adam and I tried to watch Shazam and I haven't been able to do it.
I've had a very hard time getting through Shazam. I have to tell you.
I got, everyone knows I like smoking weed. I got planetarily fucking stoned to try and watch Shazam. And I only made it like 35 minutes. And I was like, I am as high as I have ever been in my life, and I am not high enough to watch this movie. So I turned it off.
Yeah, I just like I'm like, is it over yet? And then I looked, I'm like, it's only been 30 minutes. What is
Yes,
going
exactly.
on?
Exactly. I was like, oh my God, this has been on for fucking hours. And it was
It's
only like 30
and
minutes
that's
into the
sober,
movie.
so it's even worse.
Oh yeah, dude.
Self
No.
fully aware.
No, I will finish it. I will watch it. But I think Shazam 2, Shazam Fury of the Gods, is the first movie that's going to actually get me to break my collector neurosis. So like I have
Just
all
not gonna
the
buy it.
I won't, and I have all the other ones. I buy them all, even the ones I don't like. Like I own a physical copy of David Ayer's Suicide Squad. I will never watch that movie again. Never. You gun to my head, I probably would not watch that movie. I'd probably say just pull the fucking trigger. I'm done. But I own a copy because I have all the other ones on the shelf. So I need all of them. I honestly don't know if I can spend, maybe if it drops to like $5, if I get like a $5 Blu-ray just to put it on the shelf, maybe. But I don't
That's fine.
I don't know,
It
man.
wasn't good. I
It's
didn't enjoy
oh oh I'm gonna have to try to
it.
finish it.
Oh, the end is worse.
Oh my
It's
God.
bad.
How is the
It
end
gets
worse?
It just gets bad.
Black Adam was bad too, but at least Black Adam I was able to get through.
To me, I enjoyed it because it was a popcorn flick. And
Yes. And there were some good fucking performances in Black Adam.
Right.
The Rock's was not one of them.
That were not his.
They were not his. Absolutely not. The Rock's performance is not one of them. But there were some.
Rock.
It is The Rock being The Rock being The Rock. It's like The Rock playing himself. It's Rockception. It's terrible.
That's literally.
And I love The Rock. I love Dwayne. I'm drinking. Always drinking the Zoas, brother.
Salvage
always.
It.
And I honestly don't blame him for that movie though.
I do because he took the center front, and
I know he did
responsibility for everything. He said the hierarchy was changing, and you know what? He couldn't be more right. Because James Gunn came in and flushed the toilet.
Hey, but seriously though, how much of that was him trying to use his name and his star power to save a movie that wasn't what he wanted in the end? I honestly don't think that he watched
movie like The Flash. Do you know when he was casted for that movie?
Yeah.
The year Iron Man 1 came out.
Yeah, he was like,
think
we're doing
about
that
Adam. For a second.
Yeah. Been in hell constantly. And he finally had the chance. He put up the money to make it, but at the end of the day,
it didn't matter.
And I don't think that was his vision for the movie. And I'm not saying that.
No, it wasn't, because he fought to get the Justice League. And
yes.
Said, no, we'll give you the Justice Society.
Right. And he had
That's why they exist.
Had to beg, borrow, and steal. And I'm going to spoil. Yeah. So spoilers for the post credits of Black Adam. Black Adam's been out long enough. I don't feel bad spoiling it. And I feel like everybody knows. But if you haven't seen it and you care, skip like 2 minutes ahead. Bringing Henry Cavill back, or Henry Cavill, I don't know how to say his last name, back Cavill to be as Superman. I thought that was cool. I was like,
it was.
Yeah.
That was a great moment.
Yeah, that was solid when he drops in and Waller's like, yeah, we have somebody. Like, there's nobody that can stop you. Well, but there is. And that would have been really cool. And it
was a wasted effort.
Where it was going.
Just like The Flash.
Yeah, I could see where it was going.
Yeah.
And I could see what might have been in store. And I honestly would have given a bad Black Adam movie a pass if it was leading into something better, which we always say, make a good movie first, make it a superhero movie second. Black Adam did not do that, but I would have given it a pass if there had been a better movie that followed it. And I feel like there was. And I feel like a lot of what got in the way of Black Adam was they had already kind of decided that the DCEU was done. They'd already kind of decided it was fucking dead. So they gave him nothing
Scraps.
to work with.
Yeah, I
So
have to agree.
I really don't, and this is not just me sucking up to Dwayne, because I know The Rock listens to our podcast every week. He with bated breath, he waits for the new episodes. This is not just me sucking up to him. I really don't blame him for that movie being bad. His performance wasn't great, but it was him. I mean, what else? You know, I don't know. It's a weird place. It's a weird place. So I did not like Black Adam. But I didn't like viscerally hate it. There were a lot of things in there that I thought were great, and I thought it was pretty cool. I know a lot of people gave Pierce Brosnan shit, like Pierce Brosnan phoned it in. No, he did not. I mean, he was acting his ass off.
He did the best he could with what he had.
Exactly, dude. I thought Pierce Brosnan was great. I thought compare again. We're just getting in trouble today. Compare Pierce Brosnan in Black Adam to fucking Michael Douglas in Ant-Man. Okay? Two great actors with incredible pedigrees and amazing filmographies, like great actors. Maybe Michael Douglas a little more than Pierce Brosnan, but solid. Michael Douglas phones all of those fucking movies in, dude. He's like, ants? What are you talking about, ants? Stop it. Pierce Brosnan did his very best to take that shit seriously. And he brought a gravitas to what he was doing that I felt is lacking in some of these other films.
I agree.
That cast these great
closed-minded thought of, oh, look, it's Doctor Strange. And that's a lot of young people having that perspective and not really knowing the difference.
No.
Because that was a big thing I heard. So, they're making
Doctor Strange knockoff. Stop it.
I mean, Dr. Fate is copying, but it's like, it was his own thing. But I feel that he also had very good chemistry with the other actors.
Yeah. I think they all did their absolute best, and they worked hard. That's what I'm saying. I really liked, there was a lot of good stuff to like in Black Adam, despite it being a really bad movie. I think I gave it like a 1.5 star on Letterboxd. It's just bad.
You found little things to like.
But yeah, there is stuff in there that I watched and I was like, okay, that's a person trying to make a movie. That's a person trying to make a movie. That's a person doing their absolute best with what they're given. Shazam? Holy fuck. Oh my God. Everyone's asleep. It's like
including us.
Dude, it was like watching a table read. Seriously, like, if you ever watched table reads, like the first table read,
I have to say, I like the first one a lot.
I love the first one. I'm okay. Love is a strong fucking word. I thoroughly enjoy the first one. Okay. But oh my God, it's like, I'm going to reference Ant-Man again. I'm going to do it. Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man movie was a good movie. It was a good movie. I enjoyed the first one. The second one was pretty shit. No, the second one wasn't as bad as
it was all right.
Shazam. Three is a train wreck. Awful. I think I also gave that 1.5 stars. I might have given that 1 star. I don't know.
I didn't hate it, but
that was pretty harsh.
I'm on my fatigue of, I have low expectations going into these movies now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like, if you're gonna do the quantum realm and make it look that bad, just don't do it anymore. Just don't do it.
It's all CG.
Let's see. I'm pulling it up. Well, it can be all CG, but I'm pulling my list.
You're a dick.
I am a dick.
I don't want to be a dick.
Let's see. Where's my activity? There we go.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking to see what okay.
It's gonna be like -1 star.
No, so Black Adam.
It's gonna be my F for gaming age for Tony Hawk 5.
Yeah, Black Adam. I gave 1.5. And one of the big things that I said that I hated, which I forgot about, was that DC hated Zack Snyder, like, clearly, and they didn't like his style, and they wanted to move away from his style. Hey, kiddo, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it's weird with Zack Snyder, I have to say, because at the end of the day, I'm not a huge fan like many people are. That he has so many advocates, and it just comes down to the world of DC, and then there's Snyder. There's never been a cohesive connection between the two. There's always been that disconnect,
Yeah.
And Snyder has some great movies that he's done, but he had his
Dude,
unique
listen,
take on the Justice League,
there are
and
there are Snyder movies that I don't love. I mean, I don't think he's like the greatest thing ever.
no, I have to agree.
I think Army of the
Older
Dead,
stuff, I definitely, yeah,
Army
nah.
of the Dead, I
Dawn of
turned
the Dead
off.
for me.
Dawn of the
I
Dead's
love Dawn.
amazing. Army of the Dead, and I love Batista like so much.
Batista bomb.
Yeah, and I like Zack Snyder. I really do. He is a. I feel like he is a filmmaker with a vision, and he sticks to that no matter what. And it doesn't always work for me, but I can always appreciate the artistry. Army of the Dead, I had to turn off. That's one of the only movies.
I've never gotten through it either.
It's one of the
I
only
think I made it
movies
20 minutes in.
next to Shazam, which I will eventually finish. I swear to God, and those may be the only examples. I don't stop watching movies, even if they're terrible. I will finish a movie. But I think
I've watched
Army of the
movies in
Dead
shifts that I don't like, but I
in
don't go
shifts
back
for
to those
sure.
yet.
But
Not these.
very few movies, and I honest to God can't think of any other than that I stopped and never picked back up because I disliked it so strongly.
Right.
Um,
It
and
is what it
what
is.
was I'm gonna blank on the other one right now of his that I really don't
He's done.
like. Yeah. Sucker Punch. I did not like Sucker Punch at all.
I've only seen it once, which was in the
Yeah.
theater. Funny enough.
So I've seen it twice, three times. I saw the theatrical and then I watched the director's cut because everyone's like the director's cut's way better. And it is better, but it's still not very good. Um, yeah.
It's not very liked for the most part.
Somebody could have helped him with that. I think thematically it was kind of a mess. And yeah, there were some bad choices in there that I don't think were intentionally weird, but like,
Yeah. He could
bro,
have did without.
somebody should have proofread that. Somebody should have watched this and said, hey, maybe don't do that. Because there's something interesting there. And there were some cool shots, but I love 300. I don't care what anybody says. Hate on it all you want. I love 300. It's amazing. Dawn of the Dead, obviously, fucking incredible. I like Man of Steel. I really do. Sorry,
Do
everybody that's like,
I've grown to appreciate it more.
dude, I liked.
Paul has told me to go back to the Snyder cut and stuff like that, and I'm like, all right, I get
I
it.
like Man of Steel a lot, like too much probably. Yes, his dad telling him to stop and let him get sucked into a tornado, fucking stupid. Shouldn't have done that. But again, like that I can yeah, exactly. Don't save me. Literally. I'm still young enough that I probably have like 40 good years ahead of me and you can save me right now. Don't do it. Just let me die. Just awful.
That's typical man pride.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty prideful and I would not hesitate. Yes, come save my ass right now. But I digress. Man of Steel, I enjoy Man of Steel, despite the things that are like, eh. I really did like his take on Superman. I really did. It was different. It was different. It didn't rely on nostalgia. It wasn't, hey, remember when Superman did this? It was, hey, this is a different Superman. This is something of its own. So I liked it. But the point I was getting at was DC really doesn't like Snyder, clearly. And they didn't like his style. So it was a weird choice to do Black Adam and have the director try to copy Snyder's style all the way through this movie. Like, you can see it. You can see the attempts at the slow-mo and the way they shoot the action. It's like you're trying to be Snyder, but you're not.
I think it's also because they were trying to connect the dots in the hopes of revitalizing that universe. Because
they'd already given up.
Universe.
They'd already given up. That's why they didn't want.
Well, I think maybe in Dwayne's mind, it was like, let's put.
When he wasn't the director, though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I really feel that in his heart, he hoped that when that movie got out, that it was going to change people and make enough of a head turn for people.
I know, and it could. I honestly think
because then he could have been
the savior of the DC. I think it could have if they had given him
a martyr.
If they had given him the resources, though, and access to the characters and the budget
Even just
and the
Shazam. Think
material.
about it.
Yeah,
He wasn't
anything.
even allowed access, or he didn't want to work with Shazam. So that was another issue. You know.
Although if they'd given him the rest of the Justice League, I bet you he would have. But he was like, if you're not going to give me anybody, I don't want Shazam.
Right.
Because what's the point of Black Adam and Shazam without a little more connection? You know what I mean? Like, I understand that they're
Superman's always that
integrally
middle ground
connected,
between
but
the two of
Superman
them.
is always the middle ground. So without having access to Superman or anybody else, he was kind of like, what's the, and I don't know. Again, I'm not Dwayne. I'm not The Rock. He does not run his business decisions by me before he makes them. So I could be
You
talking on
sure?
my ass. Yeah.
Sure. That can of beverage definitely told me a different story.
Hey man, I have pretty much single-handedly sponsored his next project. So
All right. Well, I think we definitely rattled the cage a little bit this episode, and I don't think that was intentional, but
it wasn't
hey, maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to
a
rattle the
venting
cage a little bit.
episode, a
That's
venting
it.
about current movies episode. We didn't even talk about all the exciting stuff coming out,
Right. We'll
but
save that for
whatever.
another day because I think we're angry now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Storms
Negative.
brewing behind me, so I'm ready to beat somebody's ass.
Yep.
DC. All
Coming
right,
for you.
guys. We'll
I have
kind of
high
see what
hopes,
they
though. I have high
again.
hopes. Let's end on a positive note. Let's
Yeah,
end on something positive. I have very high hopes for James Gunn's DCU.
as we've said before, I have to
Yep.
agree.
I think things will be good. I am having a lot of fun playing Diablo. I am revisiting
I'm having
Elden
fun
Ring.
of Tears of the Kingdom, and you're not, which makes me
Yeah.
sad
It's fine.
because
It's
you
a
can't talk
six.
about it.
It's a six. I mean, we can talk about it. It's a six, like a 6 out of 10. I gave Breath of the Wild a 4 in my own mind, my personal mind score. So a 6 is a good upgrade. It's a fine game. It's an okay game. It's not a good Zelda game again, but whatever. That's just what Zelda is now. So it's not for me, I
Yeah,
guess.
I have to agree. That is the truth. It is what it is now. So
Yeah. I have no use being mad about it, but I
fair
am,
enough.
it caused me. So by being kind of not great, it caused me to repurchase or to buy a PS5 copy of Elden Ring because I platinumed it on, I have 100% on the PC. So now I'm going to go get a platinum on the PS5 because I was like, yeah, I'd play Elden Ring again.
Well, then we could play it because I played on there.
Yeah.
We still have to go back to Demon
Demon
Souls too.
Souls.
So
Yep. We
we have
really need to
lots to
find,
do
we haven't had a lot of time to actually play games together.
because we're always
Yeah. Press
pressed
for
for
fucking
arthritis.
time and arthritis. Yes. But yeah, so that's good. That's all good stuff. I've got my nice new puppy who I love and who's wonderful and gets along with the family and things are good. So what's your give me some positive, give me some Benny positives to end the show.
No, I'm grateful for just all the opportunities we've had. We have an awesome guest once again lined up for July. Right now, tentative for July 7th, so it'll be that following Monday. We are going to have Joseph Deckelmeyer of Screen Rant on here.
I bet you he
He's
would
been,
talk to me about how bad Black Adam and Shazam were as well.
I'm pretty sure it's going to come up in discussion, so I'm looking
Probably.
forward to that. He is an awesome person. He is an awesome interviewer. He's an awesome content creator in the
Oh
world
yeah.
of Screen Rant and other brands that he has been part of. He
Mm-hmm.
used to have the hashtag show, and then it was also Illuminati. So we'll get to chat about all
Incredible
that
film
stuff.
criticism. Just a
Seriously,
fantastically insightful man who sees stuff way far beyond what I do. And I mean I dabble in film criticism, but
you pepper. You
yeah,
pepper.
yeah.
So do I.
He is a true professional and somebody whose opinions I greatly respect without having necessarily connected his name to, because I didn't know he was coming on until Benny told me. And I've read Screen Rant for years and didn't necessarily connect his articles, but then going back and looking, I'm like, yeah, I've read this, I've read this, I've read this, I've seen this interview, I've seen this interview, I've seen this. Like he's somebody that I have an immense amount of respect for as a film critic. So it's very
Awesome.
exciting.
So we look forward to that. We hope you look forward to that. We're going to continue to bring on some great people that we feel don't get the limelight as much as they should, because that's really our goal. We're bringing like-minded people with similar passions that love to talk about the things that we do, and bring out some creative insight through casual conversation. And we'll leave you with that. And I'm excited for it. Our summer's here. My son is finished with school, so it's exciting for him. And yeah, I look forward to just constantly growing our community. Thank you for everybody that's taken the time really, really super thank you for all the people that took the time to watch last week's episode. As I mentioned, it was super personal, super emotional, and to just see some great, honest feedback and, getting Damien to be able to share some stories that even I didn't know
Yeah.
was incredible. And Tyler, from the bottom of my heart, as always, thank you for being that rock for me through that. And,
Oh yeah, man.
it's I wouldn't have it with anybody else. This is a really great journey that we're on, and there's so much more to look forward to. Um,
Yeah,
there's always toys, video games, music, movies, you name it. We're there. We might be pressed for time, but we always make time for you.
exactly.
So, until next time, take care and have fun.
See you guys.